Hello and welcome back. For those who are new here, my name is Alexis. I'm the face behind Natty Dreams. I like to just crochet plushies and share my experience online. And for the returning subscribers, welcome back. So I sat down and Cookie immediately jumped in my lap. But I am going to have to put her down here in a second because I want to show you everything I crocheted in the month of January. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom to 3 girls. One is my stepdaughter and 2 are my 2 kids. Only one is not in school. So on top of that and getting sick like halfway through the middle of January for like a week and a half, I do not have a lot to show you, but also at the same time, I feel like I did okay for the time I did crochet. Okay, so in like no order, I'm not gonna like start off. This is the first thing I made. I'm not gonna do that because honestly, I don't remember which one I made first, but I'm just gonna grab everything. I have it sitting on a chair right here, already pulled out because I do need to do inventory and I need to throw it into inventory. So I have it right here. So one of the things, as you saw in my last video, this is the unicorn from Nicole Chase from her blog. I am absolutely obsessed with this unicorn. I love that I did a randomizer for it, but honestly, I would 100% make this pattern again. I feel like I low-key love the completely different colors for the hair and the tail. I think the only thing I would do different is just add more hair on top just to make it more fuller. But that's about it. This is my all-time favorite make of the month. Maybe just in general right now, I think this pattern turned out amazing, and she does have a mini version, so I really think I want to make some mini versions. Okay, so next thing I crocheted is this adorable bow. This was actually a pattern test for Crochet by Tuba. I will put the pattern in the description, and everything that I'm making I will put in the description so that you guys can go and make it yourself if you want. But this is an adorable pattern. It was super quick. You could have crocheted a clip like into it, but when I took a photo, I just bobby pinned it in my daughter's hair. It's an adorable pattern, but I'm not a bow wearer, and I wish my daughters were, but they won't let me keep bows in their hair, so I didn't want to like waste a clip, you know. But I love it. It's a cute pattern. It's adorable. I used, I think, my 8mm hook. I honestly don't remember, but I love it. I love the color. This is a, what is it? It's the Big Twist plush from Joann's, and it's just like a beautiful light blue. I think it's gorgeous. I won't make it again, but that's literally just because I don't wear bows. My daughters don't wear bows, but it was a fun pattern test and I'm glad I participated. Another pattern test, this one actually was a pre-test. It's this giant beaver snuggler. His name's Benson the Beaver. It was for Hot Off the Hook by Katie. I used my 8mm hook, and this is Premier XL, like Parfait Chunky XL. 100% will make again. We'll make it smaller. The only reason why I use the XL is because I'm trying to go through my XL yarn. I don't use it whatsoever, and I had a bunch of this color, so I thought it'd be perfect to get rid of it. So it would be smaller depending on what yarn and what hook size you use, but I will 100% make this again. The only thing you have to sew on the nose, the feet, and the head. Everything else is crocheted on or crocheted in. Yeah, that's what it is. But I will, like I said, I will be making another one of these. I hate snuggler patterns. I don't hate them. I just don't like them. I hate doing half double crochets for everything. I have to think about it for like double crochet and single crochet. I don't have to like think. I can just like crochet, but half double crochet, it's just me and half double crochet do not get along. But I will 100% make this again. I don't care half double crochet or not. I love Katie's patterns. She is my go-to person for almost any pattern she puts out. So I was super excited to pre-test this for my friend, and I will be making more. I think I might keep this one for myself. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll give it to my daughter because she loves it. Speaking of snugglers, I attempted I attempted a fuzzy bunny snuggler. So I'm calling myself out in the photos or anything. You can't really tell. This is so embarrassing, but it's so funny. I have never worked with fuzzy yarn until now. I will not do it again. I loved this pattern. It's so easy to follow, but I like guessed half the time, and one of the legs has like a giant hole in it, so like I can't sell this. I'm just gonna use it for photos. Honestly, I don't think I've taken photos of it yet. I don't remember. So it's not going in my inventory thing, so I'm happy I didn't use a lot of stuffing on it. It's just gonna be there. But the size yarn and the like hook that I used, I couldn't tie the legs in a knot, and it's supposed to be knotted. I don't know if you could tell. You could probably tell. I took one of my daughter's clear elastic bands and I just tied it together so that it looked like it was knotted, just for the photo since I'm not selling it. But don't do that on any normal plushies. I'm sure if I used the bigger yarn, bigger hook, it would have worked out, but I could not physically knot the leg, and neither could my husband. So I was like, you know what, I'm not selling this because this is my first time working with plush yarn, so I'm just gonna tie it for a photo. So don't call me out on Instagram if you see this first before I post this, just because on Instagram nobody's gonna know. I'm not gonna say it anywhere. I'm only gonna say it here, and I can't believe I'm calling myself out for it. But I mean, like, sometimes you gotta improvise, and since I know I'm not selling this, I just knotted it with an elastic band. I think it worked fine, but it's cute. I will make again. I will not make it in fuzzy yarn again, but I will make it again in just normal. This is the mini pattern from her Etsy. I do have the Snuggler book over there, but I don't have that much fuzzy yarn, so I was like, okay, let me buy the mini one real quick. So I love it. Again, won't sell it, will make again. And I cheated with the knotting of the legs, but you know what, since I'm not selling it and it's just for photos, it's okay. Another thing I made in January is this adorable little tiny tulip. Look at how cute this is. This is from Chubby Cheeks Crochet, I believe. It's a free pattern on YouTube. Actually, it's a tutorial. She has a sunflower and I want to say daisy. I don't know. I've only made the tulip so far. I do want to make more. I just haven't gotten around to it. It was super quick. I made it in like an hour, not even, like fully assembled. I think it's awesome. I did say I was gonna add it to my cowl, but I just forgot to re-put it back on. But I think for spring market, it would be cute to add to bigger plushies as like a little accessory, or just have them on your table as like little bouquets that parents can give their kids. The only thing that you have to have is the metal wire still. I didn't put the metal wire in the leaves. I missed that part on the tutorial, and I didn't feel like going back and frogging it, so I just didn't do it, but it's okay. I think it's adorable. I 100% want to make more. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I have anything planned today to make. So maybe I'll make some more flowers. Another thing I made this month is this adorable bandana. Woo woo. It matches my sweater that I made in December for Christmas. I literally, I could have done like one more row, but I went to do the like ties just in case. And I did it perfectly to where this is all the amount of yarn I had left from my sweater, and it was perfect enough for a bandana. So I think it's adorable. It is a free pattern on, I believe it's Hey Hey Crochet. The written pattern is on her blog, and I actually followed the YouTube tutorial on it just because I've never made one before and I wanted to make sure I did it right, and I did do it right. I think it's gorgeous. I love the way that the yarn like move since it's variegated. I think it's adorable. And then it is a perfect accessory to my sweater. If you want to get into like the wearable scene and don't want to start with a sweater, definitely start with a bandana. This was so easy to follow and definitely beginner friendly. And like I said, it's free on her blog if you want to do the written pattern, or you can go to her YouTube and just follow the tutorial, and she explains things so nicely. I love the way she does her YouTube tutorials. So I will 100% make again. I will probably make it bigger next time, but next time I make it, I won't be like scared that I'm gonna lose yarn chicken. So, but I love it. I love how it turned out, and I can't wait to make it again. Okay, so next thing I made is Mario the Marshmallow. Now this is my crochet pattern. I made it for free on my Instagram. I did release it in December. I made him again in a Sweet Snuggles light color. I made it as a YouTube tutorial for YouTube. So you can find that on my YouTube. I think when this video goes up, it's like 2 or 3 videos back, but it is my first free tutorial on YouTube. Okay, so I only have 5 more plushies to get through. Like I said, I did not make that much last month just because I did get sick for like a week and a half. I am a full-time mom. I run my daughter back and forth from preschool. I take care of a 2-year-old. I take care of my stepdaughter that's older and in elementary. But I just still wanted to do this. I think I want to make this monthly just to see roughly about how much I make in a year, or monthly. Some months will be better than most, but I'm excited. So this is one of the next makes, if it wants to focus. It is Layla, the lily like popping frog from Cables and Canvas. I did make this in my video where I said about I was making patterns that I've bought and never made before. I'm not sure if that video is out before this video, so if you see it here, you technically see it first. The only thing I would do different about this pattern is she did like smaller bobbles, and I think she had it like a 4 bobble stitch or something. And I would probably do 5 or 6 next, just because I like having bigger safety eyes on frogs. So like it got lost in the sauce basically, and it's just flat, so looks a little weird. But I love it. It's cute. It was a super quick pattern. Definitely good for scrap yarn. I think this is all the emerald I had left, and it was like perfect. So definitely good for scrap yarn. Super quick make, and it's super fun. My sister wants one, so I'm gonna make her one so she can put it on her desk at college, because mine's just been sitting on my desk since. Another make is this adorable heart bong from Hot Off the Hook by Katie. I actually pattern tested this last year before she released it. She asked if I could help her promote it this year since Valentine's Day coming up. So I made another one because I didn't have any more. And I think it's so cute. I did want to add embroidery on it for like hearts and everything like I did last year. But it was making me really mad. So I was like super tired that day. So I just ended up cutting them all out and left it plain. But I think it's really cute plain. It is a really quick make. She does have a keychain pattern that is significantly smaller than this one, obviously, but I think it's cute. I don't remember if you crochet the bottom on, if you sew it on, since I can't remember. I'm assuming you crochet it on. You crochet this on, and the only thing you have to sew on is the nug and the bowl piece. So super quick pattern, good for markets if you like having 18-month plushies, and super cute because it's a heart. Look at this giraffe. It's from Madeline Mayco, and I loved this giraffe so much. Not really. I lied. So so I liked it, but I didn't like it. You have to sew, sorry, that was a fuzzy. You have to sew all the spots on. You have to sew the nose on, the horns on, and the ears on. And the arms, I believe, are crocheted into the body, but you have to sew everything else on. And this is a pattern where you kind of have to trust the process, because when I sewed the horns on and the ears on, I was like, oh my god, I do not like this. So, but as soon as I sewed on the nose and started sewing on the spots, I fell in love. I think this is the cutest giraffe pattern. Another Madeline Mayco pattern is her mermaid pattern. Look at how cute. I made it obviously Ariel themed. This is, I believe, Lilac in Premier Parfait, and this is Lagoon. And I think they just matched her perfectly for Ariel. The only thing I did different is I did the full head of hair because I liked it more fuller. Madeline Mako in her pattern, it was only written for like a loop around the head, but I did the whole thing. So the only thing I would, like I said, the only thing I do different again if I made this pattern again is just do the entire head, just because I love having the fuller look. It's a little bit harder for the hair to like stay styled and everything. I get that, but I just think it looks way better in my opinion. Will 100% make this again. I do have another mermaid pattern. It's free on Instagram and it was written for Ariel. So I think I'll try that one as well, but the hair is like crocheted instead of just loops like this. And I kind of love the loops look, but it's cute. We'll make again. I love Madeline Mako's patterns. These are the only two I've made of her so far, but I will probably be buying more. Last but not least, I actually think this is the last thing I made in January, but that's just because I still haven't finished it. I love him. Look, it's an otter knot. It's from Seaville Plushies. I think that's the name. Like I said, everything's down in the description. Edit Me will put it in. The only thing I haven't done for it yet is embroider the nose. But let me add the helmet real quick so you can see it to its fullest glory. Look. Ah! It's so cute. It's my favorite thing. I'm probably not going to sell this. I'm probably just going to keep it for myself. And I'll make more for like my markets and everything. But I absolutely love this pattern. You have to sew everything on. You have to sew the arms on. You have to sew the head on. You have to sew the nose on. The ears are crocheted on. You have to sew... Oh, wait, no, the ears are not crocheted on. You have to sew the ears on, the hair on. You have to sew the backpack together. You have to sew the tail on. And obviously the helmet is removable, but so worth it. All of the sewing, so worth it. This is the cutest freaking thing ever. And there is an option to make a tiny rocket or a tiny UFO so the otter knot can hold it, but I ended up not making it. I made the UFO, but I made it with plush yarn, so it was like the same size as the otter knot, and it didn't look good. So I definitely want to make a UFO again, but in acrylic yarn, so it's smaller and just holding it. But this is my all-time favorite make. I know I said the unicorn's probably my all-time favorite make, but I completely forgot about this. The unicorn is my favorite plushie I've made in a while. This is my just favorite. It is the cutest thing. I still just have to embroider the nose, like I said, but will 100% make it again. I will be making it again. I'm going to make it so many different ways. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to make this. I don't even think I've showed my sister it yet, but I just know my sister's gonna love this pattern. I am obsessed with him, and I think this is the best pattern ever right now. But yeah, so that is everything that I made in the month of January. I'll put everything on the chair real quick and do a quick pan so you can see everything together. But yeah, that is everything I made in the month of January. Like I said, this was probably one of my smaller months of making things just because I got sick and I'm a mom, so obviously my kids come first. My dogs definitely come first too. But I'm still so proud of myself for even being able to produce this much just because of how busy I am and with how sick me and my kids got. Comment down below what your favorite make I did in January was. I want to say it was the unicorn, but I will 100% say it was the otter knot. I love it so much, and I can't wait to see what February brings for everything that I make. So make sure you subscribe so that you can see next month's video for everything I made in February, and so that you can see all of the fun videos I have coming in the next few weeks. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.